All right, here we go. You appreciate the tier one sub there. Greg, welcome to the Rat Pack. We're all the cookies. We got plenty of marbles. Oh, wait. Could they trap the Pidgeot off the rib? Probably not, right? It's probably not a concern. Songs to the active. They do play some switch cards as well. There are switch cards in here. They play like some switch cards, so. This angle is better than TPCI's. Well, this angle is just the top camera altered. It's not a different camera. This camera is just the top camera, and then the perspective is adjusted. There's the attach retreat. And we got to shuffle the thing back to the deck, right? Yeah, can't let it get trapped. I got to imagine this is going to be a... But I do like it as well. It is cool to see the alternate perspective. I think the floating hand cam that TPCI does is better, but it's harder to consistently do it because sometimes they like miscatch like the players when they're looking at their hand or whatever, or when they're looking at their deck. They don't like perfectly get it lined up. It was Mill just broken? Shouldn't you know this, Jesse? Haven't you been grinding with Mahone? Shouldn't you guys know what's broken? Haven't even tried the mill yet? What? I mean, I've been beating him. Oh, okay. Has he been playing the mill? You're supposed to tell us, Jesse. So what is that? What I guess you can still trap something, right? I feel like it is still possible to trap something. 2 lure module. Wait, what does lure module do again? It looks at the top 3 and you both get all your Pokemon. It's really investing with the lack of Echoing Horn, really investing into the Erica's invitation, it looks like. Grinding, aka playing a couple of games for the stream. Hey, compared to some of us, that's grinding. Is it just a pass? Okay, let's go. Oof. This hand does not have too much work in it. You just need a double turbo here, but there's 2 double turbos prized. And I don't know. Discards the energy, gonna dig a little bit deeper. There's a heavy ball. Well, now we'll definitely know the prize cards. I don't know how well they checked their prize cards here. Actually, you could have kept the energy there then and Poke geared for Asada, to be honest. Oh, the double turbo was there in the top 6. Yeah, you could have kept the energy there and then Poke geared for Asada, to be honest. I actually don't think that was a bad choice. Is this going to be Asada, hope to top deck an energy? Let's see. Because they have the Hapu in the hand. But maybe they were thinking they want to go the Hapu route. Nope, they are going the Asada route. And there's an energy. Okay, we're cooking. That's it. The first 4. The control player doesn't seem like too flustered or anything. Maybe they already just know it's a terrible matchup and they're just kind of like going through the motions. But they don't seem like unconfident. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't seem like they're just like, well, I just lose. That's good to see. I have no idea how this matchup goes. I don't know how much experience they have in this matchup either. Probably not very much. I know some Magic streamers have bots so you can do card lookups in chat. Does Pokemon have that? Yeah, there's a bot, but it doesn't. We don't have it for the new cards yet. You can't look up the new cards yet. Although, I could maybe talk to Dillinger. Maybe work with to maybe have that happen, to be honest. That'd be pretty cool. All right, Misfortune Sisters. Looking for some switch card is the main card to find here. That's what you got to find here. Get rid of those before they make their way to the hand. Just the trekking shoes. It's not great. They have the force heal. Like they don't like. It's so weird. The control player just like doesn't need to be disruptive. It's so interesting because they don't have to be disruptive at all. They can just literally sit here with this Pidgeot and pass. There's no threat of it getting KO'd. The mill player is literally just gonna try and mill as much as possible. There's a Poke Gear, or you could just play the Hapu. I think just playing the Hapu makes more sense. And just you're literally just looking for switch card here. There's no switch card. There's the Comfey. A Comfey and a Great Tusk would go to the discard pile here, which means those are both Mantine targets. I assume you got to play the Mantine here as well. Wait, does the it's called Explorers? Okay, Explorers. Oh, has the Super Rod though. They're going back to the deck, so no Mantine yet. Also in the hand, there's no other basic Pokemon as well. So Erica's Invitation has no catch. Explorers. They're like it looks like they're debating playing something else. Oh, are they debating attacking? Oh, I think they're debating attaching the double turbo and attacking. There's the mill 4, top deck for turn. They do have an Eerie. They could go in with an Eerie this turn. That was a top deck Eerie. Yeah, there it is, Eerie. No switch card in hand, though. So they can get rid of, what, Pokegear. Oh, the Pokegear is a big hit, though. The Pokegear is a big hit. I feel like the Heavy Ball's got to be a better discard than the Nest Ball there. So there's no supporter. I guess that is something that could happen here. There's no supporter for this turn. So just mill 1. Just the 1 mill. But that still might just be enough, though, to be honest. Just that one every turn. Okay. Top deck. Oh, the reverse Eerie. Some counter catchers, I guess. You may as well get rid of them, right? And then, I mean, you could just swing on this Pidgeot. Let's just go for the mill 1. I guess you don't want to give them, you don't want to draw a prize card, though. Uh-oh. There's a top deck, Great Tusk. That's fine, though. There's a double turbo in hand. The only thing you don't want to draw into is Greninja, right? Greninja and Comfey, but Comfey's back in the deck. Mill 1 again. Draw. Here's a Pokegear. Yeah, they're really holding on to this Forest Seal Stone, too. They've had access to this Forest Seal Stone the whole time, choosing not to use it. Okay, there's an Arvin. What is that guy? Oh, is it the Chi-Yu? Yo, are we gonna have a little bit of a mill off here? Yo, get into the Chi-Yu. Yo, okay, it's about to get epic. Hold up. They're lining up the Chi-Yu. How are they getting to the Chi-Yu, though? The Nest Ball. But they can't get into it this turn because they only have the Forest Seal Stone. Thinking about switch card as well. There's the Nest Ball grab. There's the Nest Ball for the Chi-Yu. But they need to get an energy for it and get into the active. They are going to use the Force Seal Stone, though, to get a fire. Because they don't want that to get milled, I guess. There's a big fish. And pass. Oh, has the penny next turn. We can penny next turn. Okay. It's just another mill 1. Oh, wait, no, we have a Pokegear now. Okay. It wants to be more aggressive. I think you do need to get aggressive with the mill here. But you got to be careful. Aren't you just going to deck yourself out? I feel like they're like decking themselves out to try and deck out the opponent here. But I feel like, well, this is interesting, actually. Because every time you play a Sada... Oh, no, they flipped. They just went for a mill 1. I think they just wanted to get a supporter out of their deck. It doesn't matter, though. They're going to draw it, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Because they're going to draw that card no matter what, so they're probably not going to get a penalty. But also, the prize penalties don't really matter in this situation. No, it's not a DPL, and they shouldn't even shuffle the deck here, to be honest. They should just top deck it, because they only saw 2 cards. One of them gets milled, one of them draw for turn. It's not a DPL in Japan. Their rules are less harsh than outside of Japan. It shouldn't be a shuffle, though. It should just be a draw. You're going to see the card anyways. Does the stall player have a tomb to stop the mill player's Pidgeot V? It doesn't matter. The Chi-Yu will mill the Pidgeot eventually. Yeah, that's a DQ. Yeah, you're cooked, buddy. Get out of here. Don't come back to my tournament ever again. Ooh, interesting. Did they put it on the opponent to pick whether or not to shuffle the deck? Okay, there's a draw. Do they indicate prize penalties when they happen? I don't even remember. There's the penny pickup. And here we go. Chi-Yu mill 2. Yeah, because like, every time the Great Tusk deck wants to mill cards, this actually might be a fine matchup for control, actually. Because if you get the Chi Yu set up, finally, like the control player did, every time the Great Tusk player wants to mill, every time the Great Tusk player wants to mill, they have to draw like 3 to 6 cards. I think control is actually favored. I think you just like the Chi Yu solos the deck. Great Tusk has a ton of stuff that can get permastuck. They have a couple things. They have Greninja and Comfey. That's like well, yeah. There's also switch cards, but I think it's just the Chi Yu is the strat here. I think Chi Yu just win. Like if you get an early Chi Yu, then you just win the matchup. I guess you could attack the Chi Yu here. That would be something. We could see the Great Tusk player try and KO the Chi Yu. Yeah, the Tusk could swing into the Chi Yu, but then just like you're just gonna get penny looped or something. Like I still don't love that. I don't love that angle. And they don't like it either. They're gonna go with the mill here. Draw 3, mill 4. But I feel like that favors Chi Yu, right? Because you draw 3, they mill 2. I said it depends where we are in the mill off. They do have the Comfey in the hand, it looks like. The Erica's Invitation will be pretty brutal if it's found. There we go. Mill again. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then Chi Yu's just going to go draw mill 2. Draw. If you are far enough ahead as the Great Tusk player, then you'll be able to go draw mill 2. Or the Great Tusk player milling 1 each turn could be enough. But you're going 2 for 1 at that point. It feels like this game is already decided. It feels like this game is already decided, to be honest. But I just don't know how many cards are left in each player's deck. They're going to search out an energy. So I think they're going to punch Chi Yu here. I think they're going for the punch Chi Yu angle. What does Chi Yu do? For 1 fire energy, it mills 2, and I don't remember the other attack, to be honest. They're going for the swing. They're trying to get aggressive here now. But you really don't want to turn on Counter Catcher. They also have, I think they have the Comfey in their hand here at this point. There's a Snorlax, and they have a switch card in hand as well. Now they can also do penny stuff. But the Great Tusk does KO, one hit KO Snorlax. Two fire for 100, attach fire to 2 benched. Okay. What am I talking about with Comfey? The mill player plays a Comfey. So I think the Comfey's in their hand right now, which is like a which is a good target for Invitation. There's the penny reset. The Chi will be coming back to the active eventually. Oh, they might even get aggressive here and put it back in the active right now. But it's just going to get swung on again. I almost feel like they maybe should have sacrificed Snorlax for a turn just to get a turn of drawing cards. Oh, double Pal Pad. That was a lot of recovery right there. There we go. It's back to the 140. Like, see, the control player I feel like should have waited a turn. I don't know. Because recovering your Chi Yu is pretty tough. But maybe they actually just win by mill here soon? Like, what, 10 cards left? They did just top deck a Misfortune Sisters, and they have an Arvin in hand, I believe. They could have, like, sacrificed Snorlax for a turn to try and find pennies. Their hand is literally all tool cards. I'm pretty sure there's no switch card in hand. I think they're all in the deck, so this could hit. Just a nest ball. The Great Tusk deck probably only plays, like, 2 switch card. Maybe 3, I don't know. All right, that is an Arvin. Mill 2. Okay. Actually, that's a big deal. The Pidgeot is a big deal. Oh, man. So now there's a good Mantine target in the Greninja. There's the KO. No Super Rod taken. That's what you wanted there was Super Rod. Pokegear top deck as well. And the Arvin. But you can't just Arvin to get another Snorlax. What do you actually do here? Arvin for another Snorlax doesn't really do anything for you. Like, you're just delaying the inevitable. You need to, like, do something else. They have, like, no supporters left, though. The Pokegear can't even... I think the Great Tusk player is going to win by prize cards. I think the Great Tusk player is going to win by deck out. Oh, no, there is an Erica's Invitation in the deck still. They have, what, an Invitation, a Silene, an Arvin. Okay, they do still have some outs. But I wonder if the Great Tusk player just starts milling again. I wonder what you do from here. I guess you probably start attacking, to be honest. The control player is desperate right now. It's the Pidgeot. Oh, I guess the Pidgeot's a tank. Yeah, you get the Pidgeot here for sure. Get the tank. That'll give you a little time to stabilize for sure. There's the path. Pass. Yeah, the question for Great Tusk here is now, do you mill or do you attack? The Comfey is in the hand. It's a good. It's the Erica's Invitation is pretty brutal. Will be pretty brutal here. And definitely don't. I think you definitely don't. Well, maybe you just want to try and get that super out of your prize card so you can recover your Pidgeot. No, it was still prized. Yeah, where's the hand clippers? That's a good question. All right, it's even tankier now. It's got the vest. So we're taking what, minus 70? How much does Great Tusk even do? Minus 40 plus the resistance minus 70. 160. Oh, they're swinging. So they're gonna do what, 90? All right, the Pokegear's got to be good here for the control player. We need the... Actually, I don't even know if we've seen the Mantine from them. They might not play Mantine. That'd be really weird to not play Mantine. It feels like it's almost essential in the deck. It's just they're going with the Silene instead of the Pokegear here. Double Tails. The Pidgeot isn't KO'd next turn. There's also Snorlax in hand, so they have at least 2 more turns to survive. I don't even know what they would have recovered there, to be honest. Maybe a switch card. Just gonna go with the pass. There we go. There's another hit. The resources, yeah, the resources for the control player are just so exhausted at this point. They still have the Pokegear into the invitation, though. And then, oh, there it is. And there's a Comfey in the hand. There's the Comfey, and there's no switch card in the hand either. I mean, you always take Comfey here. No, you take Comfey here. What? There's no way, right? They can't attack, but they can just mill 1, right? I feel like you always take Comfey there, right? I feel that's a little wild. That's wild right there. Because you can always still get milled for 1 here. I mean, they're not doing it yet. They're thinking, but it has to be double turbo active mill, right? I mean, they know they have switch cards left in the deck. I think I'm pretty sure there is a switch card left in the deck, so maybe they're gonna think about digging for that. Maybe they always deck out here first though on the 1 mill though, so maybe they want to take away the Comfey's draw power. Oh, they can retreat with that. Okay. Comfey does retreat if they don't have a switch card in hand. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I guess they don't have a counter catcher to immediately trap the Comfey. They can't get into the Snorlax to immediately trap the Comfey. That's true. That's true. Now they have the Super Rod in hand, so they can recover the Pokemon from the discard pile to play around Mantine. But actually, honestly, I don't even know if they play Mantine, to be honest. We haven't seen it yet. It maybe got discarded earlier, though. I feel like still getting Comfey last turn and then playing for the Gust effect this turn off of this. What's it called? Oh, now they got another Erica's Invitation, though. Now they can get the Comfey. Oh, is that just going to be game? There's only 1 prize card left here for the mill player, though. So if they can get the switch card, if they get a switch card, they do just win. Now we take the Comfey here. What? They go with the Great Tusk still? Interesting. Going with the Great Tusk still feels weird. I feel like this is when you would definitely just go with the Comfey, because we can still mill with Great Tusk. I don't know what the card count is at though. There's only 3 cards left for the mill player, so maybe the mill player actually can't win by milling. So maybe based on the card count, then it makes sense. Why do they have a Comfey? Because it's like you just utilize it for +1 card every time they knock out a Great Tusk. Okay, so they're just gonna mill 1. It looks like they shuffle 3 cards back in the deck. There might just not be a switch card in the deck. There's not. There's no switch card in the deck, but there's two basic energy, so they can attack next turn for the knockout. Mill 1. Yeah, I don't know what wins here. I don't know how many cards are left in the control player's deck. I don't know if Mill 1 actually wins the trade-off here. They can attack here eventually as well, though. Mill 1, draw 1. Sada attach wins. Yeah, but they don't have a fighting. They have a fighting in the deck. They have one fighting in the deck. If there's a fighting in the deck. There might not even be a fighting in the discard pile, to be honest. I don't know how many energy they play. Mill 1, draw 1. Pass. Okay, there we go. That's it. The mill did win in the end. So the super rod, without the super rod though, I don't think they maybe didn't have it though. That was close though. Honestly, I do think that's a close one, to be honest. I think I do favor control though.